This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in London today. Can't believe I'm actually saying this, but launch press conference for Can't Be Brook, Feb 19th, Sky Sports box office. I'm joined by Savage Dan. Can I refer to you as that?
Of course, yeah. Call me Savage Dan, whatever you want, man.
Why Savage?
I can't tell you, man. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. I'm sorry, man.
Skip that there.
Nah, what a day, man. Honestly, like, what an announcement. It's a fight that we've been waiting for years. You know, like, it's never been able to get over the line, but thankfully we're here now. It's always been one of those questions, Brook or Khan. You either fell on one side of the fence or the other. Now we get an answer.
Yeah, this fight has been talked about for a decade. It's never been put on. BOXXER come and do it within 6 months. What does that say about them?
It says that we're ambitious. We get things done. I feel like, you know, in boxing you need friends. It's easy to make enemies, but you need some friends. You need to be able to you know, relate to both sides of parties, because this is obviously a fight that's been difficult to make, or it would have been made years ago. So we've come in, we've shown our ambition, and we've got it done, man. Ben's worked hard. We've got this over the line.
What was that like, being on the top table with Amir and Kel just going at it with each other?
The thing is, you could feel it. I could see it from even, you know, just before the presser started, and they had their head-to-head, and they were rubbing heads. You know, you could see they wanted to go at it straight away. But you could feel the energy. Sitting in between them, you could feel it. You know, Kel probably wanted to jump across the table at points and start this fight right now. But look, it has all the ingredients for a mega fight. It really does. You know, you've got big profiles, huge names, 2 former world champions, a genuine hatred. Like, you can't put that on. That's not fake. That is a real hatred for one another. And most of all, you got fans who are split. No one really knows who's going to win this fight, and it's always been that way, regardless of where they've been in their careers. It's always been Brook versus Khan, regardless of who they were facing. So finally we get an answer, man. I'm sick and tired of having fights in my head, you know, imaginary, trying to work out who would have won. It's about time we make all these fights happen.
Well, February 19th in Manchester, we will find out. Do you think this is the biggest domestic clash we've seen since Froch Groves?
Yeah, definitely the most anticipated one. This is one that people have talked about for yonkers. Just as a boxing fan, they've always been 1 and 2 in Britain at welterweight. They are still 1 and 2 in Britain at welterweight. If they were, you know, active, I guarantee you they would be 1 and 2. So it's still a massive domestic clash. And just a couple of weeks ago, we announced the other one with Eubank and Williams. So look, we're showing our ambition. We really want to do big things in boxing. We want to give the fans what they want. We want big fights, and we want them relatively quickly.
Yeah. Well, just in the first 2 months of 2022, on Sky Sports, we're going to see Taylor v Cattrall, undisputed fight. We're going to see Eubank Williams, another grudge fight, which is not on pay-per-view, and then obviously the pay-per-view one with Khan v Brook. So a decent start for Sky next year.
Yeah, it's a massive start. You know, I think that's all within 3 or 4 weeks as well. So it's busy for us. We'll be up and down the country. But look, there are times where, you know, there aren't any big fights, and fight fans moan about it, rightly so. We've come to make big fights happen, and make them happen fast. We're trying to, you know, it's a very fast learning curve. We're trying to learn as fast as possible, but we're already here. You know, like, look at the size of this fight and look at the size of this press. It's a Monday. It's a Monday, you know, and look at the turnout. It's a big fight, as are all the fights that we're putting on right now. So we're here, and we want to, you know, make more big fights happen.
Just to round off, that was very intense today, but we are, 10 to 12 weeks out. On fight week, how intense do you think it's going to get?
Do you know what? I didn't expect it to be that intense this far out. Fight week, you usually get all the cracks. Everyone's making weight. Everyone's grumpy. Everyone's, you know, sick and tired of training for each other. I can't imagine what the press conference on fight week is going to look like, let alone the weigh-in. They just don't like each other. There's genuine animosity. They hate each other. So this is going off, regardless of you know, whether it's in 12 weeks or whatever it is. This is going to happen. This is going to go off I just have a feeling that this is going to gel very quickly. There's too much emotion around the fight. They'll try and stick to a game plan, but I have a feeling that as soon as the first power shots landed, it's just going to turn into chaos.
Well, chaos it was nearly today, and I'm sure it will be on fight week and fight night. Dan, appreciate your time on IFL TV, and we'll speak soon, brother.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.